All right, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about sentences, statements, and truth values. And the first thing, we're going to be doing a bunch of vocab. I apologize if it's boring. It's just something we got to do. So we're talking about, we need to go over some vocab for today. And the first vocab word is a mathematical sentence. Does anybody know what a mathematical sentence is? How would you describe it? Go, shoot. Sure, 1 plus 1 equals 2. In fact, we're gonna give a more general description of a math sentence. A math sentence is going to be a sentence that states a fact or contains a complete idea. So a math sentence states a fact. What do you think an open sentence is? Well, there are some. Oh, shoot. Go again. Absolutely. So in math, sometimes we have equations like 3x plus 2 equals 5. That would be what's called an open sentence because there's a variable there, and it's left open to us filling it in. So here's some example of some sentences, right? What about this first one? This one right here is a sentence. Do you know the truth value? What would you say about it? For you, right? Sure, it's false for you. What about for you, Natalie? Sure, absolutely. It's opinionated. So this is a sentence, and its truth value is uncertain. And that's totally possible. Not everything in the world is black and white and true and false. How about the next one? Is this a sentence? If so, what kind of sentence? Very nice. Yeah, it's an open sentence. It's an open sentence. And what's the variable in that open sentence? Very nice, yeah. And finally, in the last one, what do you think? Is that an open sentence or just a sentence? Is there a variable? Is there something that's kind of like there that we can sub things in and out of? Because that's really all a variable is. Go. Yeah, this one is weirdly enough is an open sentence. Whoops. Where the variable equals, whoops, he. Very nice. Very smart, you guys. What's up? Oh, that's right. Thanks, man. My bad. So we have open sentences, and then the opposite of an open sentence is a closed sentence. A closed sentence means it's a statement. We're not going to be subbing in things like back and forth to try and make it true or false. We're just going to judge it flat out. What about number one? A right angle. A right angle 90 degrees, true or false? Nice. 3 times 3 plus 2 is 17, true or false? Nice. 3 times 5 plus 2 equals 17, what do you think? Cool. Finally now, to the next part of our lesson. We got that basic vocab out of the way. For the remainder of the next 2 weeks and for our exam, we're going to study something called logic. And it's the basic building blocks for the thought process you need to do proofs. That's what makes this course different than all the other math that you've ever taken. Some of you are amazing at math. I mean, I could give you any equation, you could solve it. But this class has like a writing element to it. I will throw a question out to you, And you will have to, in basically a lawyer-like standpoint, state the facts and state your thought process for why it is you are undeniably right. And if I can pick apart any part of your argument, then you lose points. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to teach you guys how to do is just flat out logic. And you can use this in any part of your life you want. If you want to argue with your parents, you can use this and basically win if they just don't flat out overrule you, which of course they can. You know. So the first thing we're going to learn about is something called negation. So let's talk about negations. Negation means you got to place not in front of the original statement. Sometimes we're going to use a symbolic language instead of writing out complete sentences. In that particular case, the negation would be represented by putting this funny-looking tilde symbol in front of the original letter that represents the sentence. Like, take a look down over here. In number 1, P is going to equal there are 7 days in a week. So what does that mean? It means I no longer have to write out that big, long sentence. You'll see that a lot in logic. Okay? Well, how do you negate the sentence without writing out this all these words? Right? You can throw just a little tilde in front of the P. It'll mean the same thing. What happens when we negate that statement? Can somebody give me the negation actually in words? Shoot. Yeah, it's that easy. There are not 7 days. Let's write it in. Whoops. There are not 7 days in a week. Yep. Okay. And so then you can do crazy stuff like this, in that we can negate the negation. Right? How do you even go about saying that? Not Elizabeth, Miss Celine. Yep. Pick a number, Celine. 1, 2. How would you say that? Yep. Yeah. It's like, shoot. Yeah. That's exactly how you do it. There are not 7 days in a week. In each one of these cases, the first statement is going to be true. The second statement is going to be false. And then what about that third statement? Shoot. Nice. Now that we have the foundation, we can get to some real work. Sure. That's what you want. Absolutely.